Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Say 5 na obeto ye no or the 2 abeka one man asa ye 7 na be ye 7 no mira Charles Makati tie ni ye pa e be ye 7 no MS24 afra me ene finance minister se wo tie me a oni ha me boni dini am MS24 a radio station omo fra me ni yewura atofo na we finance minister e ba so e ma ne nkomo na odi ye no ene yewura Makati asema anopo kan ye pep. So what I say? In fact, or blasty NPP pa say why have they put on taxes? Because I two different taxes. Sometimes you will some fiscal about now one later be an taxes. No, it wasn't up to 3 cities. It was it wasn't up to 1 city. It was about 20 something pesos. No, 30 pesos. Cry. But it was 20 point something pesos. Enuru enadie no enuru na 1 cedi na yewura sabe jamfia ye press conference I said the whole Ghana say aba no ye wicked say ode that about 28 or so pesos about 1 liter so that's a wicked government. That's how they describe the government. Ne mu na me ne yewura to force nso kosia wo MS24 a ye frɛ no ye frɛ me a ye di san komo yi on edi ka kasa ye say the yewura Makati akasa ya hraba ne pa aba no ye wicked. The duru me so na me ka kire ne say ato ya mo nyama dwen se Ghana ha obia enfollow the issue we you afise kofo ja 5 taxes e ma mo horo na mo ba mo diko 8 se wo kai we you afise na akufo ado so ba ya mo 6 no kura mo jaaye no mo yi su 2 e ka 6 no akufo ado sa be yi excise tax free so ma ne ka 5 na akufo ado de be ye adwuma no. Did you ever come out to praise him? Because you work mostly with 8 taxes. Did you ever come out to praise him? They see a kufuado de sa to iba ye when you moral right. Me so me kasa no kwese de minu kasa ya aba ato ba beka. Me kire minu yen say odi Ghanaian politics etia. In fact, he hasn't been fair to NPP this morning. Na senka o follow Ghana politics here. That has been the statement. In fact, your papa na your president your friend no You're John Dramani Mama and any day kwaso. The year 2022 make I say yes I finance no na petrol man send us fango no na yes $72. Na yes $72. Na inflation the 13.9%. Inflation na kufa do gifru yera John Dramani Mama nsem 15.4. For 61 good months every month of the 61 no na kufa do inflation ye far lower than they were inherited from Yera John Dramani Mama. Even during COVID, inflation was still lower than Akufo-Addo inherited. Until January 2022, na inflation near 13.9. February 2022, and na Russia acquired entire Ukraine. Now Russia not contribute to at that time 10 million barrels of crude oil to the global market today. It almost Emma almost supply to the global market, you know, FOLA. It doesn't no more producing and you can't do this woman talk. And I say, no omunya and I'm enterquanity no munya adaji it affected the global demand. No, say, minimum market to share ya. That year, no, yehu no, na petrol na yes 72, they could do 121. And you want the government to come and apologize to Ghanaians for what? So 121. Akufo-Addo they call 121. Let us be very fair. It could do 121. Petrol no free says 72. It could do 121. You are John Dramani Mama no president. Oba simpiesu be can say it is incompetence. What several excuses say Ukraine. It's never Ukraine. Incompetence of the ruling government. And certainly it was clear say senkana in fact that year na be end no na inflation na 13 point na at the beginning of the year na could do 54 ye nyina ehu de see ya obi anim say na obi anka we so incompetent no watimi adi ade 61 good months I keep inflation below 54% then just 1 year inflation na 13.9 no etimi could do 54 senkani ehu say na BBS I'm saying Joshua Petrol Johnny free 72 to 121. And then last week, na $61. Last week. And now could do 74 no pay You don't know many mama say 74 now could run or prepare Ghanaian man say it can affect the economy. And don't dear Yadia to say and nothing I want make it side decisive decision say or suspend it or friendly day or suspend it doom so a year no DB. Why yeah they are boys and no dear and if 61 to 74 is a problem, why then don't we accept that 72 to 121 was a problem? Because 72 to 121 was somebody's incompetence. I mean, we have to be serious with the way we talk in this country. So what I say ya mfa no kra na anya adwuma na se tambia na ye ka se e wo a ye beka ne se e wo b a ye beka ne se ya ye betene ha won twetwe da ye nye yeda me ne be ma enema si the year 2022 mo bi ehun say petrol no BDCs obi a wo tie me bia the ongugu na before the war no BDCs they were spending about 250 million in importing crude oil. At the peak of the war, no, and I'm supposed to St. John's no boy didn't know BDC is the $400 million and they could just from St. John's every month. Echo crack petrol, and I'm sorry also ma dollar no pressure bar so pa. At the end, you know, for the budget a benyan now $1 forced this 20 pesos the very day 7 January 2017. By January 2022, now $1 is 6 cedis and 20 pesos, and that has been one of the best records and performance of the city for 61 good months. And so that 1 year, for 61 months, from 4 cedis 20 pesos to 6 cedis 20 pesos, 2 cedis pan back home. And so that year, no kwano, city to me say from 6 cedis 20 pesos, I could do 17 cedis. You see, a incompetence. But you say Bank of Ghana sika no won nyina 9.9 billion. It happens to be one of the highest and abanenya in any year from our history from 1957. And so sika bebreba na aba no won nyina no Bank of Ghana supply bo si di hu ba ya kopem August. E ko duru August na $1 cedis and 20 pesos. That is hono ankoya ade pa o. And so after August na sika no say no afina Bank of Ghana eye hu hwia na nyi. And then the man almost October no a course na 17 cedis and they did $1. And I'm sorry also Emma we see didn't say kojo Emma petrol boy yedren petrol a could do baby na diesel I could do 23 cedis. So what I say yeah I think for mu brai ya ni nyina yenim se satem no na hodi bia ni wa hodi na sade we mebusa so bi nkire made ba ko pa na nka ba na betimi aye. There was no solution because we are by one plan say sade we baba there we yen satem bia wo pe dollar gu ho say ahokire ba wo de dollar no aba bontina abe protect e de usidi ahokire no beba no na wo dollar no 9.9 billion na wo what supply ma dollar na sa woni bibia woni babia akwa dollar ni bi sabre Ghana for so daguso om kwa amansan dwa so koto ne ma Germany a yeta ko koto ne ma no inflation akosoro o ma register recorded the highest inflation in 70 years enti sade bi na auto no €1 and a €3 ho 3 euros US are recorded the highest inflation in 40 years so now koto ade bi $2 and a bi $4 na sa ensem si ye nyina chi no the chairman say obi ananka first what bia $200,000 beko jo ebaka ko kra eniema no and then ipakro here $400,000 yeah dollar no so yanko fan Ghana here.
So doc, what's the point?
Ghana here Mr. people were not fair to Akufo-Addo in the year 2022 because it's as if we didn't know what was happening and emuna sansem we nyina si nana emuna sansem we nyina si
just a minute on the offense saying fairness to President Akufo-Addo. Perhaps ono so one hunasam ka. Yeah,
na ono na ni party for kra bai. E ba bontene ebi mu ye ni momu. E ba be kan say e incompetence. And incompetence na we kan wo hwe ana enya de say be ye. Na ade ana me pesa Ghana for hu say incompetence in Nigeria. Satama before the crisis omu oil omu dollar e ko omu mamunye bi na ba. And so before the crisis in Nigeria, na Nigerian naira about 360 naira near the $1. And then Nigeria, we here about 1,500 naira now they are $1. the way I affecting Nigeria, francophone countries no more hano affect you papa because omo fluma edase France central bankers. And to otimi support wo mutina ma CFA no e de a bit stable. So ni nyina nkan fu ya no Cote d'Ivoire economy tete pansa ma IMF program na ekwan omo so ko bi omo kwado mo 2 programs. Togo ha omo so ebi. In fact, it has never happened in the history of IMF say one particular year over 50 countries ebe kon ho se okopemwa. But the year 2022 countries IMF now so they been see that. And it was clear that it was global problem. But ye dane incompetence. And tell me one say enne enuru ba bia e sha ase emponi o. Ya ye ra John the man ma matimi etu mika baba accept say enema bi ba na betimi affect ye.
Peace FM 104.3 Good to meet